Guys, happy weekend. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to you. We've also got Valentine's Day weekend. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. So I hope that you are finding some time to carve out and just chillax a little bit. Take some nice long deep breaths, pause, and rejuvenate. This is what this energy update and the biofeedback frequencies that we do is all about. Just getting you aware of what is moving through our energy field this week and how it's going to influence you so that you can move forward with as much alignment and harmony and grace and ease and flow, whatever you want to call it, whatever that means to you. Let's do it, right? So I always look at energy through the lens of human design, and I will focus basically on the energy that the sun is moving through and the earth. And those are like the two planets that are going to be affecting and influencing us the most. So when I talk about the sun's energy, I basically am just talking about the energy portal that is going to be kind of that background frequency that's just going to be there supporting you in that specific theme. And then the earth energy is just so you are aware of how you need to be able to ground in that sun's energy so that you can really tap into it. Like obviously if we're walking around and we're not in our bodies, we're just kind of checked out going through the motions, you're not going to be able to take advantage of these energies and the way that the potential lies. And so with that said, let's get to it, the fun stuff. We have the sun just moved into the 30th gate, and that is the gate of desire. And how appropriate. It's Valentine's Day weekend, and we just have so much just fiery, passionate, juicy, creative type of energy that's being activated. So I'm excited to share this with you because it's going to be a really beautiful, loving, creative type of week for you to be able to tap in to these energies. And so when we look at desire, I mean, really, what you need to do to kind of break that down is you need to understand that we're all chasing that dream of what is my purpose, what is my reason for being here, what is the core thing that I need to be focused on in my life, right, and putting it out into the world. And so obviously it's optimal if when we think of purpose, we usually think of our career, right? It's optimal to have a job that aligns with your core desires, like your passions, when you really, drop deep down into your being, like what are those, start to just take a little time this week and, maybe just take time to write down a list of what are your desires? What do you want to get out of life? And don't do it in a logical, like I want to achieve, I want to make $200,000 a year kind of thing. What does that break down to in a feeling? What does that evoke for you in an emotion? Because when you start to break it down to that level, then you're getting to the core of it. And when we look at, I'm all about the energy, right? When we look at the difference between, we're all frequency beings, right? And in this world, there's electrical energy and there's magnetic energy. And it's been shown that our heart energy, the electromagnetic energy emitting from our heart, is 60 times stronger than our brain. And it's 5,000 times more magnetic than our brain. And so our brain kind of thinks in these terms of, I need to have this, and this. These are my desires, right? But to really co-create, to really when you get down to a frequency, level of co-creation with the universe, it's getting down and breaking it down to what those desires are, and then connecting with your heart, with your emotions, like feeling what that feels like. If you had that feeling right now, maybe if you made $200,000 a year, you'd feel like this deep sense of satisfaction, like, okay, get in touch with that feeling and start to like feel that like it's already there, like you've already achieved it, like I'm already in touch with that deep level of satisfaction that I crave, that I desire. And electrically, magnetically, that's where, when you create that charge within you, that's where you'll start to find that you attract that type of emotional energy. And so you'll start to see all these synchronicities starting to happen because you're kind of aware, right? You've got intention. You're not just walking through life doing the motions and just checked out and, checking off the boxes. You're using that extremely powerful magnetic energy to attract what you want and what you desire. And when we also are working with, we've got a full moon on the 16th, and it's in the energy of Leo. And so this is, again, just really going to be amplifying this energy. Leo is all about shining your bright, unique light out on the world. Like, where do you radiate? Where do you just naturally, when you get into this zone, this element, this feeling, whatever it is, you just are glowing, People are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Oh, I don't know, I've discovered painting, and it's just like really been lighting me up, and people are like, oh my gosh, I can tell. That's kind of, what you've got going on at your access this week. And you have to remember, human design, is key on this. And this is this full moon energy, and this energy that's going to be moving through your field this week is your power lies in your difference. We have been taught for so long to just like, this is what life looks like, right? And it's this cookie cutter box, and you have to check off this box, right? You go to college, check, you get a job, check, you get married, you have kids, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, it is in your world. And so you end up kind of giving yourself away, right? All those desires and dreams you had as a child, like, next thing you know, you're chasing, whatever it is, and you've lost sight of your true power. And so this full moon, the full moon energy really like, brings, the darkness to light, if you will. Very powerful. Leo's a very magnetic, a very charismatic type of energy. So use that to your advantage this week. And on top of that, next level, we just keep going up, up, up. We've got Venus and Mars. The planets of Venus and Mars are conjunct, which means that they're, essentially touching, if you will, in the sky. And Venus is the ultimate feminine energy. It's love, it's receptiveness, it's creativity. And Mars is the ultimate masculine energy. It's that yang, it's that movement, it's that charge. And you've got, divine masculine and feminine energy highlighted at, touching, interacting on Valentine's, Day week. And you've got this full moon in Leo that's all about, doing what brings you joy and getting back in touch with that and finding out what is, your purpose. You're not going to find that, through anything out there. You're going to find it from tapping into the joy within. And one more thing I will say about, this 30th gate energy of desire, you have to approach it lightly. What happens is, again, we're trained, we get up into our minds, and, even if you write down like the core emotions, that you really want to achieve, that you really desire in life, you think, okay, I'm going to, with my sheer willpower in my mind, I'm going to make this list, I'm going to put it out there, and it better happen. This is also called the gate of the fates. And when you think of like mythology, Greek mythology, and you read about the fates, or you learned about the fates in school, it's really knowing and trusting that you can put, your wish list out to the universe, and then you have to surrender to a certain extent, because ultimately the fates, or God, or whatever power that you believe in, is going to gift you what you really need. It's going to show up in ways that, if you go in with this expectation in place in your mind of how it's supposed to look like and how it better be for me to be able to check it off my list, it might come in a whole different way. And if you're so just channel, hyper focused, you'll miss it. You'll miss the gifts, and it'll be like, hey, I'm right here, but you won't be able to really see it and fully take it in. And that leads us to the Earth's energy. The Earth is moving through the 29th gate, which is the gate of devotion. And this is this magnetic kind of energy that really makes you just want to say yes to all of it, to all of the experiences. This is really amplifying your desires, like that shiny ball, like, oh, I want that. Oh yeah, you see a commercial and you're like, I gotta have that, and you end up saying yes to so many different things, thinking in your head like, that will give me, again, putting an expectation on it, that will give me what I want to be happy, only to find that you've spread yourself so thin, right? You're exhausted and you are overcommitted. You can't even tell really what's bringing you the happiness and what's not. You're just like, you've got too much on your plate. And it's really about breaking it down, just getting, it's the weekend. Think of a weekend mentality. If you didn't have all those things to do on your to-do list, like, when you were 20 and you'd wake up and you'd be like, it's Saturday. What am I going to do today? What do I want to do today? What's calling me, And it's most times it's just simple stuff. Like, I just want to go take a hike, or I want to go down, meet some friends somewhere, go grab a bite, have some good conversation. Again, getting in touch with those emotions of what you really truly desire, and then being selective about what you say yes to, so that you can really channel your energy into what's going to bring you joy, what's going to bring you that fulfillment. That's where you tap into, what my purpose is, what it's all about, and, giving yourself something to really sink into. And with that said, let's go ahead and move into the fun, easy part where you just get to sit back and close your eyes and open yourself up. And we're going to listen to some frequencies I put together. These are just perfected Hertz resonances. And it's Valentine's week. Love is in the air. I'm talking about all of this desire energy and the masculine and the feminine coming together. So we're going to focus on heart activation and really tapping into maximizing that heart-based energy, and also focusing on healthy relationships and attracting healthy relationships and things that are going to make you feel loved, so that you can give your love out and you feel safe, and open to do that. So with that said, let's go ahead and sit back, close your eyes, start to take some nice deep letting go breaths, letting it all go, whatever challenges you had this week, whatever you didn't get done on that to-do list, just letting it go, just for this next couple minutes. Turning your focus inward, specifically bringing your focus into your heart space. Starting to relax and open up your heart energy center, your chakra, and just really getting in touch and starting to see that divine spark that rests in your heart. And Chinese medicine, it's believed that the heart houses our soul. It houses the essence of who we are, right? And at the core of it, we can have our differences and, agree to disagree. But at the core, we are all the same. We're all human beings. We are all here based in love. And when you can tap into that frequency, that petty stuff doesn't seem to matter anymore. Get back in touch with that. And just really see that beautiful golden ball of electromagnetic energy that is you, that is your unique thumbprint, if you will, on yourself, on the people that you're around, on the places that you are, like the impact that is you. Really see that coming alive and starting to radiate out in 360 degrees in all directions, being free, unencumbered. And feel on this next exhale that radiance just dropping down and tapping into the electromagnetic energy of the earth. Feeling that pull, that magnetic pull through your feet, just moving your essence down deep, deep, deep into the core of the earth that scientists have now discovered. It's this crystallized core that is, it's solid like masculine energy, and then it's also liquid like feminine energy. It's the essence of creative life force energy. Feel yourself plugging into that, starting to acclimate with that energy, starting to take that energy in, bringing that up back into your physical being, into your energetic field, your auric field that surrounds you. And then on this next inhale, start to move that energy out and up the crown of your head, feeling it shooting up now, supercharged, moving past the moon, past the sun, past all the planets in our galaxy, breaking through that invisible barrier of all that you consciously know, moving into that subconscious field of pure creative potential energy. This is our connection with that source energy, God, whatever it means, whatever it looks like to you. This is the place that all of the brilliant geniuses, Tesla, Einstein, Jobs, have been able to access and tap into. This is how you start to create the life that you dream of. You start to connect to these higher levels of electromagnetic energy. You start to see this electric magnetic charge that is just pure creative potential, like unlimited possibility, right? Start to bring that energy back down into your field now that you've tapped into that. Feel it starting to swirl around and just like ground that deep, deep into your heart. So that now you're moving, I always picture the infinity symbol, right? You're moving both that earth energy up through your heart and then moving up into that pure creative energy of the subconscious, of the unconscious, that really creates 90% of our existence. 90% of our thoughts are unconscious thoughts that we just repeat over and over again. So can you imagine if you aligned these thoughts with your true desires and you connected with that heart-based energy of what is possible for you? Just imagine how your life would change. And now sit back and take in these tones, these perfected resonances, to just fine-tune your body even more, to acclimate, and to bring in and align with love, which is the greatest frequency of all. Just like a musical instrument, feel these frequencies fine-tuning your body, aligning you in all the right ways. electromagnetic brainwaves, the electromagnetic energy in your heart. You're shifting your thoughts. You're shifting your reality. This is how you up level. Go ahead and take a couple more nice long deep breaths if you can before you open your eyes, just kind of letting the magic settle, right? Letting those shifts in frequency just settle deeply within. And welcome back. I just felt so just aligned and beautiful, and there's just so much beautiful, passionate, charged energy this week. Use it wisely. Use it, in a positive way to really create happiness in your space. There's so much chaos and craziness, that's going around. We've got plenty of that, right? What we need to focus on is, raising our vibe and really tapping in as best we can to, what is going to lift us up and carry us through, and make things on the other side of all of this like even better than they were. Sometimes change is for the best, so let's take advantage of this energy this week. And if you guys want to just go even deeper with this, feel free to come check out my YouTube channel, Discover Your Design. I'll be posting this energy update, and then I'll also post just, this was 5 minutes of the tones. I'll post 10 minutes, just dedicated tones, if you just want to come back and hit this as many times as you can this week. And happy Valentine's Day. Have a wonderful week. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and taking the time out to make a difference in your world and everybody that you touch's world. And have a good one. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.